You read that right. Let's end hip pain in just 60 seconds because what feels like hip arthritis might not actually be a hip problem at all. So first, I'll show you a quick move to unlock your hip right now, and then we'll fix what's really causing that pain underneath. So let's start sitting tall and cross your ankle over the opposite knee so your leg makes a figure of 4. I now want you to gently press your knee down and lift your chest so you feel a deep stretch in the outer part of your hip. And I want you to hold that for 30 seconds. Now, after the 30 seconds, I want you to pull that same knee towards your opposite shoulder and hold again for another 30 seconds. After that, I want you to stand up, walk around, take a few steps, and you should feel really, really loose. So that's your quick win, and hopefully that feels really quite loose. But here's the catch. Most people chase the sore spot, but hip pain isn't always coming from the joint itself. When one part of your body stops pulling its weight, another, often the hip, steps in to do the extra work. And over time, that imbalance builds up until the joint starts shouting for help. Think of your body like a team. Your hips, your thighs, your core, your back, they all share the workload when you move. In a healthy body, it's a four-way split. But what happens when one player drops out? That's what happened with my client, Jeanette. Her hip wasn't the real problem. It was doing everyone else's job because her glutes and her core had gone quiet after years of sitting more than moving. So every time she stood up or climbed stairs, her hip had to carry half the load on its own, like one player trying to carry the whole team. And research backs this up. A large 2022 study found that weakness in the hips and thighs was often a stronger indicator of pain than what scans showed inside the joint itself. So let's build on that win we did earlier and let's wake up your team. I want you to start by lying on your side with your sore hip on top. Bend your bottom knee for balance, keeping your top leg straight. Lift your top leg a few inches, pause, and lower slowly. You'll feel the muscles on the outside of your hips start to burn. These are your stabilizer muscles waking up. I want you to do this 10 to 15 times. You've just reactivated your hips' shock absorbers. Now that you've woken up the hip stabilizers, it's time to add some real power. The next move helps you rebuild strength in the muscles that support your hips every time you get up, walk, or climb stairs. So let's rebuild that strength. Lie on your back with your knees bent, feet flat. Push through your heels and lift your hips, squeezing your glutes at the top for 3 seconds. Lower slowly and repeat 10 to 15 times. Imagine pressing your hips through thick sand, and I want that to be slow, steady, and powerful. This strengthens your glutes and hamstrings, the muscles that share the load with your hips every time you move. You've reactivated your stabilizers and rebuilt your strength. Now let's make sure your body can use that new power in real life. The standing hip hike teaches your hips how to balance and control your movements so you feel steady and pain-free with every step. Here's our final exercise. We need to lock it in. Stand beside a wall or counter. Keep one foot on the floor and let the other hang slightly off the floor. Use your standing hip to lift the opposite side of your pelvis up. Lower slowly. You'll feel the outside of your hip working like tightening the bolts on a wobbly table leg. That's your body retraining balance and control, which is the foundation of pain-free movement. Hip pain isn't just about arthritis or wear and tear. It's about imbalance. One part doing too much while the others doing too little. Rebuild the team, wake up your stabilizers, strengthen your engines, restore balance, and pain has nowhere left to live. That's how you get your freedom back. Not by resting, but by retraining your body to work together again. When my client Mark tried these moves, he was shocked. After just a week, his hip felt more stable and the pain started to fade. But this is only the first step. Stick with it and you'll be amazed at how quickly your body starts working as a team again. And to keep your joints stronger for good, go watch my next video. It's where you'll build on these movements to protect every joint in your body. You've got this.